Do you have any friends at all?
Any ones that aren't imaginary?
Didn't you audition for the musical? Yeah? People told me that you sounded like a dying pig.
A choppy surveillance video from a Cincinnati public school is providing some disturbing clarity about what happened with an 8-year-old boy just 2 days before he committed suicide in January. Attorneys for the family of young Gabriel Tay said the boy was bullied, primarily by another boy, then knocked to the ground.
Gabe comes in and reaches out to shake his hand and gets pulled to the ground. And he then lays there unconscious for about 7.5 minutes.
My daughter, she's very lovable. My daughter is developmentally delayed.
We've agreed to conceal the identity of this mom who fears more retaliation for her daughter, who she says is already bullied at Sweetwater Union High School.
How many times has your daughter been physically attacked?
Over 10 times, including the boy.
The latest attack captured on a student's cell phone Thanksgiving week in the school's hallway.
A 14-year-old is sucker punched by another teen after school. It was so fierce, he ended up airlifted to Children's Hospital LA with a brain bleed.
That punch, as severe as it sounded on this video uploaded to social media, fractured 14-year-old Jordan Peisner's skull.
Ombudsman tried to confront these bullies. Marcus Hines says this is his daughter on the ground, surrounded by students at Betty Fairfax after reportedly being choked out by 2 older students.
Some of you know this about me, and some of you don't, but the reason that I got into fitness was not to try to inspire people, but to live, to be alive. I wouldn't be here if I didn't step foot in the gym the first day, and I know I talk about this over and over and over and over and on and on and on, but if there's one thing that I'm passionate about, if there's one thing that this fitness journey means to me, and the reason that I do this, it's just to inspire other people to get through their hard times, to get through being bullied, because sometimes when you're bullied, no one helps you. Like, people will watch, people will stand there and watch, but they won't help you because they're just glad that it's not them and they don't want to get in the middle of it. So the only thing that you can do is go to the gym, get bigger, learn to fight, take mixed martial arts classes, and just get better. I luckily wasn't one of the ones that couldn't take it and ended everything, but I came so close so many times, and I hated my life so much. I would physically get sick when it came time to go to the school in the morning. I would get sick. I was depressed beyond belief, and the doctors were like, let's make sure we put Jordan on all these different medications and do this and do that, make him better because he's got a chemical imbalance in his brain. I didn't have a chemical imbalance. I was being shoved every day and called names every day that I can't say right now on YouTube because YouTube does not like to hear certain words right now. It's very touchy. The reason that I started what I'm doing, it really wasn't to be this big YouTuber, fitness person or actor or whatever. I went through a lot when I was a kid. I was picked on, I was different, I didn't know who I was, I didn't know what I was supposed to do, I didn't know why I was here, and I got to a certain point where I just didn't want to be here anymore, and I almost went through with it, and a lot of people do go through with it. And I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that happen. I want people to find some sort of purpose, or just stepping foot in the gym is the fastest way to develop yourself and see that you're capable of becoming something. I've never seen a faster way to develop yourself and show yourself that you can change, that you can progress in life, and that you can become something faster than just stepping foot in the gym and picking up a dumbbell. I've never seen any way that possibly could develop you faster than that. If you know anyone that's being bullied, or you're being bullied, then point them to this video. I've been there. I came really close to ending it. And that feeling lingers forever and ever and ever. And every time I see a video, like I watched videos all day of people being bullied, and it just took me back, and it's just like, that's still there. That feeling is still there. I know how it feels to feel like you have no one, to feel like no one can relate to you, to feel like you're weird and different and looked down on, and just you'll never be anything more than that. And it literally feels like you will never, ever be anything more than a tiny little speck of nothing that no one cares about, that everyone wants to be gone. Like, that's how you feel. It's like a dark trap room that you'll never get out of, and you just want to get out of it, and there's only one way to do it. And a lot of people, unfortunately, they choose that way. Guys, this video is not to sell a program or to tell you guys what you should or shouldn't do. I'm here simply to tell you that I was picked on as a child. I was picked on, I was bullied, and it started out with just words, and it became very physical, and it was something that I dealt with physically on a daily basis. It wasn't just words, and it took a toll. And the only reason that I'm still here is in that moment where I had nothing left, and it would have been easy for me to go. I made a decision to stay. Instead of letting all the pain and instead of letting all the darkness eat me, I used it as anger in my workouts. I used it to fuel who I wanted to become, and I used it to turn around and help other people. If you don't do that, then you might not have a reason to stay. The only way to get over that feeling that no one wants you here, you're different, and you're never going to be anything because people make you feel that way, people say things to you, people shove you, people punch you. The only way to get through that is to know in your heart that you're more than what people say, and start to develop yourself. It's really easy to go the other way, and I just want you guys to see this video, and maybe it's you in this situation, or maybe it's someone else. People get picked on and bullied in all ages. It's not just 8, 10, 12, 16-year-olds. It's 30-year-olds, it's 40-year-olds. It's people being bullied or picked on because of who they are or what they do. People that are doing the bullying, they don't understand the destruction that they're causing, but I understand. I've been there. And I will say this, guys, I love you. You guys are awesome. It doesn't matter who you are, what color you are, what you want to do for your career, what you believe in, how you act, how your personality is, if you're shy, if you're not shy. It really does not matter. Everyone is important. Everyone matters. Let me end this video by saying this, guys. If you think that you don't matter, I used to think that I didn't matter. I still sometimes struggle understanding that I do matter. Think about it this way, guys. We live on this little tiny planet that is like smaller than a speck of dust in the grand scheme of the universe. And we're surrounded by a bunch of other planets. And we're also surrounded by a sun. And the way everything's set up in our little planetary system, everything is in perfect harmony. And if one thing were to mess up, we'd be gone in a second. We have planets around us that act as gravitational shields, gravitational defense, that are keeping meteors out of our orbit. They're shooting the meteors straight past us, and those planets were if these planets were not in the correct spot, we would not be here. On top of that, our entire galaxy is orbiting around something called a black hole, which is literally a hole that bends the fabric of space-time itself. Not even light can escape. If that hole was not there, if the sun was not where it is, if the planets were not where they were, we would not be here. It is a statistical anomaly that we even exist on this planet in the universe. It's impossible that it is, but it is. It's like 1 in a trillion billion that we live on this planet. And then you take that and you narrow that down, there are billions of people on this earth. And the fact that you were born out of that trillion billion that I just talked about, of the fact that we're even here on planet Earth, out of you being born is also a statistical anomaly. It's insane. You were born 1 out of billions upon billions upon billions upon billions of possibilities of other souls, of other consciousness that could have been born. You were born. That has to mean something. That has to mean something. It is a statistical anomaly that you are born a human. So your life means something, whether other people value that or not, that's their problem. So maybe you don't know what it is yet. Maybe you're only 12 years old, you don't know what it is. Maybe you're 40 years old and you don't know what it is. And I know sometimes we all need to hear this, but we all have a purpose. We just have to look for it, look for it, look for it. And if we haven't found it yet, keep looking. Keep looking. You do matter. You do have a purpose. The fact that you are here means you have a purpose. Okay? With that, I'm going to go ahead and conclude this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like if you enjoyed the video, comment if you have any questions or concerns. And if you're not subscribed, go ahead and click that subscribe button. And make sure when you're clicking the subscribe button, if you're watching this video, the subscribe button will be like right under the video, and then there will be a bell beside it. Make sure to click that bell to get notifications when my videos come out. I put out about 3 to 5 videos a week. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this one. I felt like this video needed to be made. I know I make a lot of videos. I know I make a lot of videos on bullying and being picked on a lot, but it's a ginormous part of who I am and what I do, and I have to talk about it, even if that's once a week, once a month, whatever. It's something that I need to talk about. It's something that I feel in my heart constantly, so I need to talk about it. With that, this video is over. All love. I will see you next video.
What